Alright, what's going on, casual casters? So today I'm bringing you, just in time for Christmas if you're watching this as I release it. If not, it's still something I believe they offer. But the Mystery Tackle Box Motherlode box. Now, I've done quite a few reviews on the other Mystery Tackle boxes, as you can see on my wall over here. Just the standard, $20 box. This, however, is a $80 value. It's on the shelf for $59.99. I happen to pick this up at my local Dick's, the same way I was able to pick up these other ones on the shelf for $19.99. So let's take a look. I'm excited to show you this. It's a great Christmas present idea for your angler in your family, or the new fisherman, or honestly the fisherman of any experience level. Because again, it gets them baits that they might not have bought themselves and they might fall in love with, or they might know never to buy again. But either way, there's something to learn and fun to be had in every box. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this. Well, actually, you know what? Little tease. Before we open it, let's go ahead and just show you the size comparison compared to a regular Mystery Tackle Box. Okay, so this is your $20 Mystery Tackle Box, right? Your standard everyday tackle box. This is the $60 tackle box. Again, $80 value. While this one I believe is supposed to have closer to a $30 value when you buy a $20 box. This is an $80 value at $60, but again, look at the size difference. So let's see what we got. All right, so we're opened up. And just like with any mystery tackle box, you get a list of what's inside. It gives you a whole list of everything inside. I'm not looking at that because I want to see what comes in as I pull it out. You get the dibble, which is just some little fun facts, tips and tricks about things sometimes in the box, sometimes not, but just a little bit of general information. And this is the Motherlode. This just tells you more information about what's in this box and what they're doing with this box. So that's not what you came here to see. You came here to see the actual goodies, like the Mystery Tackle Box sticker. No, that's not what you came here to see. All right, here we go. Carl's Amazing. This is the curly tail bait worm, stick bait worm. I love these. This is definitely gonna be good bass candy around my area. Ooh, okay. I'm Big Bite Baits swimmer. It looks like a Kitech type swimmer, or like a Rage swimmer, or a Guggen swimmer, or just about any one of them. But yeah, no, this is the right color for this time of year. So it's kind of a white and pearl. What do they call it? They don't call it anything, at least on the package. But yes, it is definitely the right color for this time of year. All right, we have 10-inch Mondo worms. So these are real big curly tail Mondo worms in the red bug. Okay, yeah, red bug craw. Not craw, red bug curly tail. All right. I haven't used these yet. I haven't used many Guggen baits, honestly, as far as the soft plastic goes. So I'm excited to go ahead and give that a try. We have a Dobbins 1/4 ounce hand-tied football jig. Okay, that's actually really cool. It's a Gamakatsu hook, which is the best hooks in the business. When I say this is really cool, they really are giving us baits to this season, because what you want to do in fall is you want to go ahead and downsize. To go ahead and try to get those bites, those slower, more finesse-y type presentations. So 1/4 ounce jig, if there's ever a time to throw it, it's right now in this late fall, early winter season. All right, we have a Jenko fishing. Actually, I got one of these earlier and I haven't tried it yet. This is the type where you pass the line through the body and then tie on the treble hook below it. and the lure will actually rise up and down on the line. Oh, looks like my dog sees another dog. We're gonna have to pause. So I'm excited about that. They call this one the Citrus Shad. So again, this is Jenko Fishing Trap Line Rip Knocker. Okay, we have our Strike Pro. Honestly, a company I haven't heard of before, but it is a 90 size, so a little bit smaller of a jerkbait. But look at that lip on it. I don't know if you can see that through the plastic. It's kind of a U-shape, concave U-shape. Let's see. They call it the Beakster because of that. It's got a beak, the Beakster. Either way, it's a really good color for my waters right now. And again, a downsized jerkbait is what you're gonna be throwing and catching quantity of fish, like more fish over necessarily. And it doesn't mean you're not gonna get quality, because the big fish would go after the small bait too. But if you fish, you spend your whole day fishing a bigger bait, a bigger jerkbait, a bigger crankbait, a bigger jig, you might get that one monster to bite, but that's about all you're fishing for all day. Okay. Headbanger sinking shad. So this is a headbanger shad. If you take a look at that, this is really unique. I've heard of the headbanger kind of swim jig that's out there, but this has got a plastic kicking paddle tail. And you know, this is really unique here. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm gonna pull this out of the package for you to see exactly what we're working with right here. So if you see, it's got a screw-on paddle tail, which I could take any paddle tail it looks like and replace that if I needed to. And it's got the headbanger aspect, which you've seen on their jig. And then a nice good sound rattling jig body. I can't wait to try this one. I'm optimistic that this is gonna slay fish. Just look at that wiggle and the noise, and yeah, I'm excited for that one. Really excited for that one, actually. This is what I'm talking about the Mystery Tackle Box. I have never seen this in my local tackle store. I don't know if I'll ever see this in my local tackle store, but I'm just looking at this. I would have bought 4 or 5 of these in different colors if I saw this at my local tackle store. So that's exactly what you're getting out of a Mystery Tackle Box. But when you do the Motherlode, you're getting so many more baits. Instead of 5 to 6 baits in the smaller box, you're getting 12 to 15 in this box. So I've lost count. We'll go back through and show everyone at the end exactly how many baits we have here. But this is the Guggen Lunker Logs, the Black Red Flake, solid stick bait. Again, it looks like they're really paying attention the time of year, because we got another 1/4 ounce finesse jig. So the first one is a football head. This is a finesse jig, a heavy duty 2/0 hook. David Walker is his picture's on this anyway with the Mustad hook. But yeah, no, this again right size for this time of year. It's exciting to see. We've got some Harmony Fishing Company. Some extra wide gap hooks. It's funny, they don't even say the size on them, but they look like 3/0, a little bit smaller. And we've got a Weston Hippo Twist. Hippo. I think it's Hippo Twist. Basically, it looks like a more detailed whopper plopper, but it's got a paddle tail back at the end, so it's kind of like those walking frogs that you saw. I think Strike King and Booyah make them, where they Booyah definitely makes them, where they have at the end of the frog a little soft plastic paddle tail that spins like a propeller. That looks to be the same thing here on more of a jerkbait type body. But it's a floating bait, so it's gonna go right on top, just like a whopper plopper. So it's a cross between a whopper plopper and that type of Booyah frog, I guess. But hey, it's gonna make motion. It's gonna be a top water it's probably gonna catch fish. So, well, that's our box. So let's go ahead and do this whole thing in reverse so you guys can appreciate everything that came in. So again, we have our Z-Man oops, that's gonna make the blooper reel. So we have our Z-Man quarter inch cross-eye power finesse jig. 2-aught hook in there. Again, the right size for this season. In the colder water, when they go down deeper, you definitely want to give them a easy to eat meal and present it in their face. A little smaller, a little slower, right? So same thing with that. Instead of a 110 size, we got a 90 size kind of a jerk bait right here. And this is that Strike Pro. They call it the beak. They call it the beaker. And again, it's because it's got that crazy looking beak. The Beakster, sorry, gotta get it right. Beakster, not the beaker. It's not a Muppet character. I hope you guys get that reference. Really hope you guys get that reference. Come on now. Jenko Fishing, again, this is that citrus shad color, the Trapline Rip Knocker. Really cool color. Sounds like a cool bait. I've got another one in my tackle box that I've never used before, but I'm excited to go ahead and use them because if they work, I've already got 2. So we got some 3/0 Harmony extra wide gap hooks. We have the really cool, the thing I'm most excited about in this whole 12 to 15 bait collection here is this headbanger shad. Yeah, cannot wait for that. We got our Weston Hippo Twist. Again, it's that unique kind of whopper style, but with a different whopper plopper style bait, but with a different propeller at the bottom, at the back side of it, I should say. We have our Dobbins 1/4 ounce Gamakatsu hook football jig. We have the Guggen Lunker Logs and the Guggen Mondo Worms. We have Carl's amazing curly tail there. And we have our kind of the pearl whites. You got a little tone of blue on the top too, which is a really cool color combination. But our Big Bite Baits swim baits here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me make sure I counted that right, because I'm pretty sure on the box it advertises 12 to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 baits. I'm happy with the baits. They're all good quality baits. But it does say on the box right there about. Now they're gonna save themselves because it says about. It doesn't say definitely 12 to 15 baits. It says about 12 to 15 baits. But it does say 12 to 15 baits. That's a little disappointing, honestly. I mean, to be completely honest, I wasn't expecting to go ahead and put out any bit of disappointment in this, especially as I was going through the opening process, because as I started pulling out things like this Rip Knocker, and especially this Headbanger, I mean, and those are all quality soft plastics that I would probably buy anyway. I was happy pulling it out, but knowing that I was expecting 12 to 15 baits, and just live on camera here as I went to go back and count them, yeah, that's a little disappointing. Let me just double check there what's inside and see if there's something missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, so they plan to put 11 baits in this box the whole way through, but yet they advertise on the outside of the box 12 to 15 baits. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it goes by price points, and this Headbanger Shad, the Weston Whopper Plopper style baits, those I'm sure are not cheap baits. This Jenko Fishing bait is probably more than $5 or $6, probably closer to $10. And I mean, a jerk bait is always going to be somewhere between $5 and $15. So I'm sure the value is here. The Guggen baits are, you know, they're not super inexpensive. They're on the higher price point of the soft plastics. So there is value here. I mean, the Dobbins jig, Z-Man jig, those are complete name brands, upper echelon name brands. So again, there is value, but a little deflating, to be honest. I mean, if I was a kid on Christmas and I read 12 to 15 baits on the outside and I got 11, I mean, I would feel kind of gypped. So that being said, I'm still excited to go out and fish with these. Look for another video where I do go out and fish with these, but I'm gonna put this out for you guys so you can evaluate your own purchase and see whether or not you want to get this to yourself with a gift card right after Christmas, or whether or not you want to go ahead and buy this as a last minute Christmas gift for, like I said, the angler you know that could use this. So that being said, again, it is still a good value. The 11 baits I got here are fantastic. If I didn't see 12 to 15 baits on the outside, I wouldn't be spending so long talking about that, because these are 11 great baits, and for the price it was worth it. But again, why advertise 12 to 15 if you're gonna put 11 in there, right? Maybe I'm crazy. Shout me out in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Maybe I should, if you think I should try another one, or if you know any other of the large subscription services that do Motherlode styled boxes like that. I'm a huge fan of the 6th Sense Super Sack. I like the Warrior Tackle Supply. I'm not crazy about Monster Bass, but I've only tried their basic box. Maybe I'll go out and try one of their larger boxes if you guys like this video. So, all right. Thank you for supporting me, guys. Look out for future ones. Thank you much.